October 18, and here we are. We're going to, well, we're just going to be up here for a little bit today, not too long, but on the list for today is cleaning and fluting these end caps for the elevator, and we're cleaning and deburring and trimming tabs off of the end skins for the elevator, and we'll see how far we get on this. We are getting things fit up for the end tips on the elevator. There's this little piece here that goes into the rib, and then the rib attaches onto the end of the elevator. And there's the skin piece that goes over the top of that, and then there's one more. Sorry. And there's one more end rib that goes in there. And what happens is that piece, get all in the way here. This piece here, we drill a hole in the bottom side of this skin. I've got it marked with an X. And you drill a hole in the bottom of that so that it has a hole here. And after you get the elevator all painted and everything, when you go to balance this out, you put the elevator up on a balance, and then you take a mixture of lead shot and epoxy, and you fill this up until it balances till the elevator balances out. And at that point you can let it dry cure, and then if there's any space in there, you just fill that in with Bondo. So now we're going down to the other hanger at the drill press, and we'll drill out that 1/2 inch hole in these skins. Got our, let me turn the radio down. Okay, we've got our got the elevator tip clecoed up in place here. We've got transfer drill. We transfer drilled this skin here. Next is we will cleco and rivet in the rib. We've got our hole down here, and that's where that counterweight will fill in with that lead shot and epoxy. But we'll put that there. That'll rivet in, and then we'll put the outside on, cleco that up, and then we'll get it all riveted up.
I just got your face. Oh, it won't focus. There.
So the instruction says that you're supposed to cleco all of this together, cleco all this up, and then, well, you saw me rivet this inside part here first. So then you cleco this all together, and then you rivet the whole thing. But I'm not going to rivet this outside one on here just yet. So I'm going to rivet all the inside, and then where this little where this rib is in here, where the box is, where we fill in the counterweight material, I'm going to put some sealant in there. And I can't remember. I saw a guy, one of the S21 builders on YouTube, mention that, so I need to give him some credit. I'll look that up and give him a shout. But anyways, seal that, put a little sealant in there so that when you put the epoxy lead shot in there, none of it leaks out. You know, so anyways, but that's what we're doing for now. Your cup is full?
Cup is full, keep shooting at me.
Oh no, here we go. Last rivet in the elevator. 1, 2, 3. Yay! Elevator is done. Elevator is done. Everything went pretty smooth. No major trauma or drama. The only thing we had was that those 2 rivets that we did yesterday that we had to drill out and replace. But other than that, went pretty well. But I guess the other drama was the hinge issue that I went on and on about. But that's all good now. Yeah, don't know what else to say. We're wrapping things up tonight for the night. I did want to give a shout out to Project 2 Aero, who is building an S21 with the suggestion of putting some sealant in the box where the lead shot's going to go. So when you do that, you have to mix up lead shot with with an epoxy resin, and you make kind of a slurry, and you pour that in there into this box, and then you have to let it harden. But the instructions say you have to tape over these little holes on the end, and then you have to have the elevator tipped up for the curing time for that epoxy, so that it doesn't run out. There's holes in that rib that's in there. There's holes where that could leak out. Anyways, got those sealed it up here on each corner, and then inside sorry, I did all this work and I forgot to show you. There's 2 machine holes in that rib that I just put some sealant on that. So that went good, and another shout out to Project 2 Aero again. His video of when he did his build, he messed up and did the skins wrong, so that was kind of a warning for if you're building this. The written directions are different from what the diagram shows. So the written directions say that this end skin goes underneath the top skin underneath both skins on the elevator and underneath the trailing skin, which is true. However, the diagram shows that, let's see, I gotta get the right page here. Maybe. Yes, please, thank you. Diagram shows the rivet trace going through that skin, and then through the end skin, and then through the top skin, and then into that end rib. But the text directions say that this skin goes in between this skin and that rib, which makes sense. So watch out for that if you're doing a build. Tomorrow we got one more day off, and we'll be back up to, what are we gonna start working on the wings a little bit.
Find a home for him.
Yeah, we got to find a home for the elevator.
I think we can make it work here.
Make it work on the shelf. Yeah, we got to figure something out, but we'll find a home for this and on to the next section. So yeah, if you like the videos, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't, and hit that notification bell if you want to get an email whenever I put out a new video. Not always successful at getting these out the same night. I think yesterday I said, yeah, I'm going to be able to whip this thing out, and I didn't. That video had a ton of stuff that I needed to time lapse down, condense it down. I think it even still ended up being 20 minutes long. That was a long video. So I generally try to keep them under 15 10 is, I think, what I'd like to be. But anyways, that's it for now.